maybe someday I'll take a time how to understand the background processes on your phone, how to limit them in such a way, or take them off entirely, so that you can actually maximize your data. That will be something to talk about, right?
And it's something I'm pretty sure so many people will learn a lot from.
Definitely, definitely.
Could maximize that phone in your hands.
Definitely.
Many people don't even know half of what their phones can do.
All
right, let's check out the weather this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. Time for the news update on Wake Up Nigeria. I am Mary Bashua Alimi. In Oyo State, at least 30 children have died in a stampede which occurred at a fun fair in the Basharun area of Ibadan. Commissioner for Information and Orientation in the state, Dotun Yelade, confirmed that the injured victims are receiving treatment in about 5 hospitals. Senior reporter Olaide Oyewole has more in this report.
Sorrow and grief filled the air as parents helplessly watched their children get stampeded to death, while others were injured at a fun fair intended to gift 5,000 children 5,000 naira each for Christmas.
Just because of, I don't know.
The ill-fated event was said to have been organized by a former queen of the Oni of Ife, Naomi Shilekunla Ogunwusi, in collaboration with a popular radio station, which held at the open field of Islamic High School. However, the event took a devastating turn when the number of children exceeded the expected 5,000, leading to a chaotic struggle for entry.
This is the open field where at least 5,000 children were supposed to get a token of 5,000 naira each to celebrate this Christmas. But unfortunately, a site that is supposed to be a place of celebration has now turned to a location of sorrow and grief.
Following this incident, Deputy Governor of Oyo State, Adebayo Lawal, visited one of the hospitals where some injured children were taken. The doctor confirmed that 4 children were brought in dead, while others are still receiving treatment.
Yes, so 2 survivors, 4 dead. 1 has been taken away by the parents. Police are.
The Oyo State Deputy Governor revealed that the government was not aware of the event.
The security agencies said they were not contacted. That queen should turn in herself to the police immediately. And then the radio station, proprietor of that radio station, should also turn in himself.
Mothers who lost their children to the tragic incident are still in shock, struggling to come to terms with the unimaginable loss that has befallen them. Olaide Oyewole, TVC News, Ibadan.
Outside Nigeria, Russia's authorities have detained a 29-year-old man from Uzbekistan who is alleged to be responsible for the killing of Senior General Igor Krylov and his assistant in Moscow. Russia's investigative committee says the suspect has admitted that he was recruited by Ukrainian special services. The investigative committee also mentioned that the suspect had rented a car where he installed a video camera that was live streaming to the attack organizers in Ukraine. Lieutenant General Kirillov was outside a residential block early on Tuesday when the explosive device hidden in an electric scooter was detonated remotely. Ukraine earlier charged the Russian general in absentia, accusing him of being responsible for the mass use of banned chemical weapons, but Moscow has denied the allegations. Talking sports now, Real Madrid eased to victory against Mexican side Pachuca in the final of the inaugural FIFA Intercontinental Cup in Qatar. Kylian Mbappe gave Madrid the lead late in the first half, tapping.
In the past 3 years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw ether material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past 3 years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company not just in Nigeria but throughout continental Africa to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
More to come.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Welcome to Pure Entertainment. What would you like to order from our menu today? We have the regulars.
So let me go and look for my jam. So
by 220 or 320. I suppose don't be one medical.
At this point, I contest my jam.
I want to close the show.
I can go.
I can. That's all we can take. I choose to close the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, number one, Unavailable by Davido featuring Musa Keys.
We also have today's chef special.
Yo, shine, shiny, yeah. Say recap done, and it's time for number one on the countdown. One of Nigeria's hottest artists right now, his name is Rema, and this one is called Charm. Kick it.
Another.
For dessert and a bit of nightcap, we have the nighttime and online specials.
I want to start the gym, yeah? But do you know one thing that's actually keeping me back?
You should start the gym to get fat.
Christmas.
Princess Charlotte. I don't know if it's the same one that we see in the Bridgerton series, or maybe there's somebody who will tell us a bit more about that. You're welcome. It is great to have you.
Thank you so much.
Why is MM looking like she was dragged to come here?
Don't mind that. She's ginger. This one is she's just whining us here.
I had a really long day yesterday.
Where did you go to? Island.
So I did some personal care.
Okay. Yeah. And that's long day.
I know how far she went.
Personal care was long day.
Yeah, my brother's wedding is this weekend.
Yeah, so
is
she
it?
has to pamper
Where's the venue, by the way?
mental stress.
It's in Abia State.
It's in Abia State.
So we're all traveling today.
You're traveling today?
Yes. So I didn't sleep till about 1 a.m. this morning.
Wow.
Right, because also packing for the girls, packing for me, ensuring that, and the nannies are going on vacation. Yeah. So I need to ensure that nobody's left in that house. I'm not leaving anybody in my house as I'm going out.
When are you back after the wedding?
I'm back this weekend.
The wedding is Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but you're back Sunday?
On Sunday.
Oh, wonderful.
It sounds like you're going to miss me, Mike.
You know what I want to talk about? Let's leave that one until you come back and then.
I'm grateful, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've been getting a lot of people asking. I know you're excited.
Yeah.
Iyako, Abi?
Iyako.
Yeah, Iyako. I know you're excited, and I'm like, to be honest, I'm having mixed feelings because I really wish my parents were here to witness
definitely
his wedding.
Definitely.
And my sister is also going to be getting married in a few months as well. So
the proposal is raining in your house. So.
I'm happy for them. It shows sign of responsibility and some level of stability and growth.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for
definitely. I know how people tend to put this kind of festivities close to the end of the year where more people are around and all of that. I'm talking about people being around. The IJGBs, they're quite a lot in town.
Oh my God.
They are in town.
My God, Mike, have you been to the island recently?
That's the thing. It's like the island traffic is just on
Jesus, it is congested. It's like there is a special cloud on the island. It literally shocks you the minute you get in. I'm not joking, Mary. The place is congested. If I don't have to be on the island this holiday, I won't.
I'm telling you, maybe so that's the thing,
yeah.
So that's the thing, yeah. The traffic, as it is there, the traffic. Even when you check, so there are sometimes when you see the traffic and then you see that maybe you can spend or you should spend 11 minutes in a particular gridlock, but then there are some gridlocks which are standstill, and of course at that time,
like the one we witnessed yesterday.
Do you understand? So and then you get into it and all that. Events are happening.
Mike,
everywhere.
you're lucky that you were not in the office yesterday.
Whoa! No, we spoke about it earlier. Now I saw it ahead. Abed already put up for his status say, if you are coming, just watch the road. I now check.
So let me tell you what happened yesterday.
Okay.
Well, after the show, I went to run a few errands, and then on my way back to the office, because we were supposed to do shoots, I saw that traffic. So the driver was trying to maneuver, and I said, you know what? Let's go to where whatever.
He went so far back.
I can't miss that traffic.
Back almost into Ogba, almost as far as Excellence Hotel.
Hey, Mike.
The far back. You know, it went almost that far back. So it was something else.
Oh, that traffic was so big.
You know, and then there was something that was trending also. Burna Boy has a guest in town, yeah? But one thing the first time I found out she was around was where someone said, I was in traffic. And she was in traffic and she was receiving flowers in traffic. That's talking about Chloe Bailey, the sister of Halle Bailey. Yeah, who was, by the way, in The Little Mermaid. That's her latest, who's a wonderful singer, by the way. So the sister's around with Burna Boy and they are doing quite a lot, having some good time. When I said that in the traffic, she was receiving flowers. And I'm like, oh, wow, in Lagos traffic. So yes. But the concept
is it that they kept the flowers, hoping to see her, and then give them to her?
Why are you guys like this now?
I think it was planned.
I think it was planned.
Obviously.
I think it was planned. But everybody. I don't know if Burna Boy is
so that I know if I didn't get the memo.
You mentioned something about content creation. Yeah, you have to understand that a number of times the things you see. Look, social media can be very funny.
Yes.
You have to take it with a pinch of salt, especially when you see things of people. Almost everybody wants to go viral.
Yeah.
So you put up things and you put up quite unbelievable things, but you have to understand, especially when I look at GOTV videos and waking up videos. Somebody says, just see somebody, the person
with
stood
full
up.
makeup.
Sometimes there's no makeup.
They don't have makeup.
So they don't. No,
I see makeup.
No, they are.
Very nude makeup. The ones I've seen.
The ones you've seen. No, there are some that wake up like that. But you understand that somebody stood up, set tripod, set camera, did white balancing, alignment. Now came back and slept. Press record. Came back and slept.
Content creation is not biz. I saw a post recently by Alex Unusual. That's the former BB Niger lady. And she was talking about the challenges. Sometimes you want to shoot a content, but then, of course, you have to do it indoors. Because when you say you're going outside, there are so many factors involved. You have to settle the louds. You have to try as much as possible to ensure that you guard yourself and the people you're shooting with and all. I salute content creators. Go easy, Rara. You guys are really trying. Like you wake up, but everybody.
We have one of them.
You're not content creator.
We
have one of them in the studio.
You see,
I think all producers are actually content.
No, not even. Originally, the content creator, if you wanted to say, before you got into social media space, it was mainstream media, which is us. But I'm talking about creating and all of that. There's something I saw yesterday, and that was 7 Doors. Femi Adebayo.
Mike, I really wish we could talk about that movie.
There's tomorrow.
No, she's not going to remember. But I just want to say something.
Okay.
So a lot of people come and, so there are a lot of people who talk about how Nollywood, you don't watch Nollywood and all of that. I don't watch so much. But you see, there's one thing about a movie, and that is for me, it's the number one thing. When you watch a movie and you get to a point where you forget that you're watching a movie, believability.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I think lot of Nollywood, even very good movies are lacking. Believability. So you see, for me, the first part of that movie, I watched it over 2 days, but yesterday I just could not go, and it was on my phone. Netflix is available there. I was watching it, and then for the first few episodes and all of that, it seemed like they were struggling to put the storyline together. But once it entered,
once it hits the climax,
that's it. Once it entered,
oh my God,
I forgot I was watching the movie, and it's a very long time I've ever been in that kind of space with a Nollywood movie.
Oh my God,
that believable. So because of that, I'm also into production. There's a lot of times I see something like, come on, don't make it so obvious that there's a camera in front of you. But this one, it took that out. It gave me vibes of what I would call one of my best Nollywood movies of all time for us old schoolers, Igodo. I don't know how many of you remember it. But there was that particular movie, Igodo, and it had to even do with that significance of 7. So it was good. It was good. I watched it yesterday.
I know that we've sort of deviated into movies. This is not the movie segment, but now that Mike spoke about it, I agree with Mike. It's my all-time favorite Nollywood movies, and I would say congratulations to Femi Adebayo. I don't know what it was that he took. Keep taking it because for inspiration. That movie was brilliant. I couldn't fault a single thing there was no faults. The casting was perfect, the directing was perfect, the cinematography was perfect. The storyline was beautiful. Everybody did fantastically well. And I'm not going to be here tomorrow, but so let me just air my thoughts on the movie. It was a brilliantly put together, well-produced Nollywood
I would say
movie.
the highlight of the movie is how love is being celebrated.
Yes, my God! And culture.
Love, culture. Because the ability to merge two different cultures is something that is very tough.
I've seen it. It's not a book.
Hello. I've actually read it.
May rather read
You've read the story? Where did you read it?
Yes, May will not watch. May will rather read a book.
I'll watch it, I promise.
So I bet you that maybe you read about it.
Story, yeah.
I read about it.
Because I found it really impressive. You know, when you talk about love, sometimes people make it superficial.
Yeah.
But somehow it was relatable. Even this morning, when a couple of the makeup ladies were telling me the story as well, they brought more life to it from what I've read. They even added more flesh to it because me, I like spoilers. I'm one of those people that I need to know about the movie.
The movie before.
No, but you should.
It was a straightforward story, really.
Yeah,
it wasn't really. It was a straightforward, and that's it. They didn't try to be overcomplicated.
Yeah.
But for me, it was at the beginning. It was establishing the story. You did. I feel like the rivalry was not well established. First episode or two, but once after that, bad. Right. Well, we'll talk about movies more tomorrow, and of course, we'll take a look at Christmas movies and quite a lot. But let's hear your thoughts. We spoke about many things today. We didn't talk about one thing. We just went everywhere.
We just went everywhere.
All right. We'll be back after this time out.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amaka Rakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on. It's downright time to speak with the Gen Z perspective.
Hey, chick for me this and she was like, this is Sharma.
Saying it not the way they want it.
I don't think I would budget more than 25K for a first date.
The Generation Z are ranting.
I'm 3 hours, 2 minutes after
minus 1 year, please.
Don't show me. I don't want to see.
Gen Z, express yourself.
How long will it take for you to kiss then? Even if it's not sexual intercourse.
The conversation just got Gen Z'd.
Do it, love. Do it to it. Do it. Do it.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the stroke.
This beautiful Thursday morning on Wake Up Nigeria. It's time for us to cook breakfast. I'm always excited when I'm here because somehow I learn something new every time, and I'm pretty sure you do as well. This morning, Chef Daniel is in the kitchen. How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Okay, so what is for breakfast?
We are having ayamashi pasta, which is essentially just a combination of good old pasta and ayamashi sauce.
Ayamashi pasta.
Yeah.
I would never have thought that. I wonder how that's going to taste, because when people think ayamashi, the first thing that comes to their mind is ofada.
Yeah.
But ayamashi and pasta. If she talk and go well with pasta, then who knows?
I mean, that's what we're here.
Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. So let's talk about the ingredients. What are we making use of?
Let's start from this. So we just have like regular fried beef and fried chicken. You can use any protein of choice, honestly. We have prawns here. We have our pasta. Any pasta works. We have bell peppers, which is essentially tatashi peppers, scotch bonnet, atarodo, green bell peppers, iru, locust beans, crayfish, salt, and onion. We also need like a little bit of seasoning cube, and that's it. Very easy.
This is unripe tatashi. That's what's supposed to be.
Well, technically, technically.
So what level of ripeness is the yellow one?
I'm not sure actually. Now that
and the orange one?
No, I think that it goes from green to yellow and then yellow to red.
Orange,
I'm not sure.
Then red.
Yeah. But we should confirm that actually.
Yeah, we should. So we'll just store this one and then watch the metamorphosis.
I don't know how long that's going to take.
So run me through the process. How are you going to put this together?
So essentially we have to bleach the palm oil first because we need that authentic ayamashi flavor to come out. And then we do the onion, the iru, because also iru adds like a lot of like local
Are we using all of this?
Yes, I like to use onion a lot. So
okay, so what I'm asking is, so there's a way I cook.
Okay.
I like to make like portions of my onions. Okay. So first, when I start with the frying, I use a bit of onions. Then when I'm midway through my cooking, I use more onions.
Oh, wow.
Then when the food is ready, I literally just sprinkle raw onions.
I don't know about sprinkling more onions.
I love onions.
Why?
I just do.
Well, maybe not why do you like onions, but like why do you want to sprinkle onion on top?
Yeah, because when you eat something with a bite of fresh onions, there's this sweetness that comes with the food.
Why not spring onion? Why like regular bulb onion?
Because I like regular onions.
Oh,
In fact, I prefer the purple ones.
Really?
Yeah. There's a way they taste in my mouth, and they're sweet as well.
Is it a Nigerian factor?
How?
I feel like Nigerians like onions.
Well, now you know me. I know that I like onions. When I was younger, I didn't like onions.
Interesting. So what changed?
So I don't know. I just know that one day I decided I loved ginger, garlic, and onions.
Everybody likes. Okay, no. Actually,
I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
I love garlic.
I know. I didn't really like it. So what made me even more wary of it was, okay, so I had a classmate in secondary school who used to take a lot of garlic. So her mom used to give she and her sister a lot of garlic. So we used to tease her as garlic girl. Because when you come here, there's garlic bread. And then when I go to certain places, when you're near a particular nationality, you smell a lot of garlic. And so it made me feel like I don't want to be reeking of garlic.
You don't want to smell
But guess what? Now, if garlic, like, let it come from my pores.
You know it's interesting. So when I was younger, my dad, Nigerian parents and like plenty health remedy thing. I don't know where he went. I think it was church. And they gave him like a jar of like garlic and ginger drink situation. And every time my dad would pass the house or just pass anybody, it's just reeking of garlic. And I could not understand.
It was trying to stay healthy. Yeah. So you can pay your tuition. See now, you finished school.
Wow. Okay, you can make a case for him.
Alive.
You can make a case for him. I'll take that. But I like garlic. Maybe not so much. Like maybe not to the point where I pass people and they're like, ooh, that's garlic. But I do love garlic.
Trust me, onions gives you one kind of breath. Especially in the morning when
exactly. So,
but it's suya breaths. So when
I'm not a fan of suya.
Onions, and the person breathes in your face, you smell suya.
Make sure it's in front of someone that loves you.
I don't think you would do that to a random person.
Well, some people,
unless you want to do some tips.
Some people will do that.
People
don't mind.
Why would you do that?
People don't mind.
You.
Exactly.
To a random person?
Yes. Maybe they're not just paying attention. Maybe they just don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's go on with the process.
Okay.
So we bleach the oil.
Yeah.
Okay.
The onion.
Okay.
The locust beans.
Are we going to cut this into chunks or slices?
Yeah.
Okay, chunks. Okay.
Anyone works. So we can dice. Anything works.
Okay.
So you're going with the bleached palm oil, onion, this, and then we have to blend these together.
Okay.
Then fry this for a bit. Once the oil starts floating on top, that it's ready, and then you season. By that time, your pasta is almost cooked. You just add everything and then mix together.
Good. So there you go with the process. Of course, we will be going through that process on the show this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. Right now, however, it's time to head to the couch where Mike is on. I was thinking I was going to the couch, actually.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? Let's have a music performance. Now, this musical performance is going to be by Mercy Idegu. How you doing, Mercy? Please take it away.
Thank you.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government that will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe is achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini, I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Thanks for staying with us. We have right here Deborah Kemi Olakunle, she's the creator of the Arts for Health campaign and the CEO of Health for Money, formerly called Kemi the Changemaker. She's a social entrepreneur with over 7 years of experience.
I'm gonna run.
Soon he would bring something special to me, and all of the wonderful gifts he could bring.
And we apologize for that break in transmission. But like I said earlier on, before we took a quick break, we're joined by Deborah Kemi Olakunle. She's the creator of the Arts for Health campaign. She's also the CEO of Health for Money, commonly called Kemi the Changemaker. She's a social entrepreneur with over 7 years of experience in the development space. With a first degree in human anatomy and a master's in public health, she's birthed Health for Money. And today, Health for Money actually is an affordable health insurance plan for low-income Nigerians using the daily contributions model AJO. But she's going to narrow in on what Health for Money is and the Art for Health campaign. How are you doing this morning? Great, I'm good. I love your haircuts. I am blown away by it. I absolutely love it. Very daring. But yeah, talk to us about the Art for Health campaign. Okay.
I was posted to rural Nigeria as a physician's assistant, as a copper. And I saw firsthand how Nigerians couldn't pay for the medical services that they needed. and I thought I wanted to do something about it. So I came back to Southwest and I created Health for Money. So simply put, it's an affordable health insurance platform that provides quality care to low and middle income Nigerians. But the interesting thing is we use the agile model. But after a year of providing care to over 1,000 people, we saw that some of our users had chronic illnesses like cancer, sickle cell disease, lung disease, and other NCDs. And it was beyond the basic care that we were providing. So we wanted to do something about it. And that's when we created the Cancer and Chronic Care Fund.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it provides just access to people who have these conditions without having to break the bank, right? So that they can access care. But we're using Art for Health to raise funds into the Cancer and Chronic Care Fund.
Okay, so let's talk about Art for Health.
Awesome.
So you hear Art for Health, it sounds like an art exhibition.
Exactly.
Raising funds from the exhibition to fund the health fund for chronic and cancer patients. So talk to us about what this exhibition is about.
Awesome. So tomorrow, Friday 20th, we're going to be having the Art for Health exhibition in Ikoyi.
Okay.
And what we're doing, we have 4 objectives. The first one is to raise an 100 million naira fund.
100 million?
Yes. Throughout art sales. So we have about 4 artists exhibiting tomorrow, and all the sales from there goes into the Cancer and Chronic Care Fund. The second thing is we'll be creating a chronic care coverage. So that means health insurance for cancer care, for cancer patients, for sickle cell. We know that sickle cell patients have crises all the time. So instead of them worrying where will I get money to pay for it, they're covered, right, through the entire journey. And the third is we want to provide 3,000 to 6,000 Nigerians access to breast, cervical, and prostate cancer screening across the 6 geopolitical zones.
That is the money that's going to be raised from this art exhibition.
That's what we're doing with it.
You know, I was going to ask you a question. I was going to ask about how many Nigerians you're hoping, you know, to reach, but I'm glad that you've covered that. Now let's talk about the arts pieces that will be up for exhibition. Is it tailored to a certain theme, or is it just artworks generally?
Beautiful question. Actually, the theme is healing colors.
Healing
colors.
Healing.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So it's going to be colorful pieces. We have 4 artists, like I rightly mentioned, and we just want people to come see beyond the beauty of art and its ability to draw you in when you're walking across the lobby. We can also use this as a tool to ensure that people live healthier lives, and that's just the idea behind it.
You know, when people talk about Ajo, it has actually helped a lot of businesses. It has saved a lot of lives. But then there is also the challenge of accountability, loyalty, lack of responsibility, people not meeting up to their own, you know, when it is time for them to, you know, fund pay up, because it's a monthly, daily income contribution. When people don't meet up, how are you able to bridge that, you know, that close that gap?
The resistance. So when we went into the market the first time, we experienced it, and that was because people weren't sure. But after a while, people started going to the hospital, and they'll be like, I went to the hospital and they didn't collect any money. I got care, and we have videos on social media of people showing drugs that they collected. People who didn't know they had diabetes, hypertension. And so every time a market woman comes back to the market, she's bringing me 5 new persons saying, oh, they're real. And then so our defaultment rate is about 90 to 95% so far. So it works, and we keep a very tight community. So we're with them. We also we provide support for their businesses. So it's beyond just health, hence the money part. So they even get savings and investment yields on their money, on their job.
I think it's brilliant. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Well done, Deborah. It's a brilliant initiative. I absolutely love it, and if there's anywhere I can support, I would really love anything to empower and, you know, support women. And we're in a time where they say health is wealth, and we're in a time where the economic challenges people are choosing other things, which is food, other than, you know, health. So I mean, to be able to bridge that gap, I think it's brilliant. Well done.
Thank you so much.
And all the best on your campaign initiative tomorrow.
Yes,
fantastic.
Thank you.
All right, we have to head over to the kitchen now. where Mary is standing by with our chef. What's cooking, Mary?
Thank you very much, Okay, so we're preparing breakfast this morning, and this one is one that you probably haven't tried before. Ayamase pasta. Hey, what a combination. Chef Daniel is hard at work. He is making breakfast for us this morning. So, Chef Daniel, why the choice of Ayamase pasta?
I think it's the quickness of it, the fact that I like Ayamase ordinarily, and then the fact that when I first posted this recipe online, people went mad about it. I'm like, okay, I think it's the time to just make it bigger and just show more people how to do it.
Nice. So are you going to be putting it together, or the Ayamase is going to be on the side?
No, everything is, so it's like a mixture of everything. It's supposed to be like a one-pot recipe thing. Maybe not exactly one pot because we're making pasta in another pot, but everything is supposed to come together in this exact spot together.
Okay, we do the sauce on one side. Of course, the pasta is boiled on the other side, and then when the sauce is cooked, we'll now put in the pasta and then put it together.
Marry everything.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, so now the oil is bleaching.
Yes.
Now this bleaching takes how long? How many minutes?
So typically we're looking at 5 to 7 minutes.
5 to 7.
But like, so you also have to do that intervals because you don't want it to be too hot. You don't want any like flame. So once we have like 2 minutes each, we have to turn it off for like a minute and then come back again for another 2 minutes each, just like that. But roughly 5 to 7 minutes and we're good.
5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many more minutes do we have now?
With this one, we have about 2 minutes to go before turning it off. Yeah.
Now, when you're bleaching oil in your home, it's usually advisable that you cover the pots.
Yeah.
So
and you don't raise the lid.
And you don't lift it. Yes. Don't raise the lid until you're well and truly sure that you don't have any.
Until you're sure that it's cold, or at least warm, not hot.
Yes.
So because there's a lot of like air trapped in, and the smoke, so you can just
actually cause some kind of hazard. So you need to be very careful when you're bleaching oil. Put the lid on the pot and then let it heat up, and then when you're done bleaching it, let it sit for a while.
Don't be in a hurry.
Yeah, like put up the heat and then let it sit for a while before you continue your cooking process. So this is still well in the process of being bleached. So we'll continue the cooking process. At the end of the show, of course, we'll have plenty to show you in form of what the dish looks like. If you missed how to make this, you might want to check on YouTube much later, so you can catch up with the process of making the Ayamase pasta, which Chef Daniel shared earlier. So we are just going through the motions of that process now. We've reached the top of the hour on Wake Up Nigeria. Yes, we still have 45 minutes left on the other side of the hour. So make sure you stay with us because there's so much more to come.
Hello, TVC Communications. How can I help?
What makes TVC the right choice for my business?
Excellent question, sir. Let me share some exciting facts with you.
Start your day on TVC Entertainment with Wake Up Nigeria, a family and lifestyle show. Your view empowers women globally.
It's your view, let it count.
Entertainment Splash delivers the hottest celebrity trends. On TVC News, we keep you informed with breaking news and in-depth analysis of events shaping the world.
I will continue to speak the truth.
TVC News at 7 and TVC News at 10 p.m. delivers the most important stories of the day. Max FM, your hit music radio station, captivates listeners daily across Lagos and Abuja, making every commute more enjoyable. Adaba 88.9 FM is not left out, as it is the voice of Southwest. And on TVC Digital, we reach to million viewers daily. All together, pulls in over 17 million viewers daily. Contact us on 0707 272 8338 or marketing at tvccommunications.tv. Partner with TVC Communications today. Let's grow together.
goodness.
It's quite a chaotic day, but hey, come on. It will be so up until Christmas because everybody is getting stuff ready. We're putting stuff ready. And we're ensuring that we're going to have you have the best time just before Christmas. Welcome to Artsy Thursday, the second lap. If you've not been here for the first lap, you've missed quite a lot, right?
Absolutely. In fact, we have a lot in store for you this hour, okay? Woo! So make sure you don't miss a minute. The first minute, you miss quite a lot if you're just tuning in. As a matter of fact, this ayamase pasta.
Oh, it's very detailed.
Oh, the aroma. Oh my Lord.
I don't know if they speak English again. But let's just see. Let's just take a look. Don't worry. Let's just take a look at what it is. Don't worry. We'll just take a look and we'll get back. It's really...
Chef Daniel.
Please, leave that place.
In fact, what's she doing there?
All right. But hey, come on. It's quite a whole alliteration right there in the kitchen. And of course, just stay tuned. We get to see how it looks like at the end of the show. My name is Mike Mesikeno.
And my name is Mary Basha Alimina. You can watch us from absolutely anywhere across the world. Just download the TVC app on both Android and iOS stores. And don't forget, you can stream us live as well. tvcentertainment.tv is the website to head straight to or via YouTube.
I forgot what I did.
The aroma. It confused you. Let me continue. Okay. Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC across all social media platforms.
Definitely.
And remember to follow us at TVC Entertainment on the
Definitely. All right, let's get straight into what we have left on the show this morning. We've had quite a lot.
Confused.
But we have a book chat, and it's quite an interesting title. I love the title of that book.
Hustlers. Believers.
And hustlers.
Yeah.
Whoa. Those are two words that some people don't like to be joined together, but hey, we're talking about it.
And then, of course, we have another performance, this time by Mixie Nice. Looking forward to this. Wixie Nice. Looking forward to that one.
Okay, we've got Idia Isian later on the show, superstar actress, model, and of course presenter, also multi-talented. I'll be talking to her later on.
See boobs.
Anything you heard after I called her name, you didn't hear it. It was in your dream.
Mike, you just have to draw
Let's take a look
attention to that.
What the weather is like. It's quite dusty. For me, I think that we need some little showers. But hey, come on.
It's too hot. We need rain. Okay. I won't lie.
Let's take a look at the weather.
my goodness. Chef Daniel has me singing, yummy, 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 yummy. So yummy. You know those YouTube videos?
I don't think I do.
Onions and potatoes. I like it. I like it.
I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've seen that.
Don't worry. There's a certain type of people who see those kind of...
Exactly. I think it's the Miss Rachel thing that kids watch.
Besides Miss Rachel, this
Coco
one...
Melon.
They just pop up every time.
Okay, I've not seen those ones.
Like...
I've not seen those ones.
Okay, so we are making ayama shea pasta. That's what Chef Daniel has for us for breakfast this morning. And it looks amazing. And believe me, the aroma is absolutely divine. It makes you just want to dig into it. I'm looking at this sauce and I'm thinking of the number of things I can use it for. Yam in particular, sweet potato, bread, rice, pasta, which is what we're using it for. Now it makes a whole lot of sense because when you look at it, your own is different though. Because I'm going to mention the fact that most people use green pepper for this.
Yeah.
So how does it taste when you use this instead of the traditional green pepper?
Well, I think it's just like less hot. So the other green pepper, that's the tiny Scotch bonnet is usually very, very hot. But this one is just less hot. And that's
so this one just keeps it
mild.
Normal.
Yeah.
Okay. Now tell us how we achieve this.
So first we bleached the palm oil.
Okay.
Then we went in with the sliced onions, the locust beans, stirred that for a bit, just like until fragrance, and then we went in with our blended bell peppers.
Yeah.
You also want to try if you're making,
blended, okay,
yeah,
roughly blended.
So we use the food processor, not a blender. If you're using a blender, you might have to add water, which is not good because first you're going to get like a smooth paste. That's number one. Number two, you want to reduce the water contents here, so it cooks really, really fast.
Okay.
So the reason it's cooking this fast is because we have like minimal water content.
Okay.
If you're making yours at home, please use a food processor, and you can also like decide to like sieve out a little bit of the water just so it cooks really, really fast.
And then we are keeping the pasta for later, for the very last minute, because it has to be al dente as well.
So we are doing that now.
So we're heading straight to Mike for birthday shout-outs now.
It's a birthday shout-outs later on, or maybe tomorrow. But now I've got quite an interesting young man in the house. He's a filmmaker, and he's been there, done that. He's also done TV. But the thing is, the number of awards and accolades he has received in such a short time is quite remarkable. Desmond Ebua in the house. You're welcome. It's great to have you.
Thank you so much. I'm a huge fan of you and the show, and it's such a great privilege to be here.
Oh, I know they want me.
I know they want you.
Continue. Well, let's talk about, you started as you were creating content on TV, and now you've pivoted to film and all that. Let's talk about the process. Why and how did you decide to move into film?
So I started film. I started the media very early. I got into the media at 16 when I got into university in Benin City, and then I moved to Lagos and started producing a TV show on another TV station.
Okay.
But then I've always been excited about the media. But it got to a point in 2021 I decided to start telling stories in a different format because I got really excited about telling stories in film, and I've made it since then. Went to film school, made a few films, partnered with a few friends, and
that decision to go to film school is something that not many people think is necessary. Why did you think it was necessary to learn the ropes, to actually go to film school and learn to become a filmmaker?
So a lot of the time it's about dealing with your imposter syndrome. So for me, I just felt like I wasn't prepped enough. I had a big career in the media, but then when you're now trying to move to something different, it felt like I wasn't ready enough. And then I kept asking people that, I want to intern on your set, And a lot of people were not giving me opportunities. So I said, okay, it was time for me to take my own film destiny into my own hands. And
wonderful. And that was it. You've gone to like 2-3 different film schools. There's Ebony Life. There's
Factory
and all of that. After all of this now, let's talk about your career as a filmmaker. Let's progressively, how did it move from there after film school?
After film school, I made a short film with my partner, and the film went on to win a couple of awards across Nigeria.
Your very first one.
My very first. So for me, if I'm doing something, it has to be good. So when I was in media, I did it really well. I'm still in the media-ish, but when I'm there, I do it really good. And then now that I'm in film, I really want to make an impact and stay and do great stories that represent.
I like that. What do you think? Nollywood, is there anything at the moment? There's a time when the complaint used to be funds. But then we've seen with the streaming services, we've seen that incursion, we've seen that there's money. Money has come in some ways, and it's not always the issue now this time around. Now you hear issues of, oh, have they used the money so very well? What do you think Nollywood needs to move to the next level?
I think Nollywood needs real stories. There's a story of you. Your experiences are different from my experiences. The nuances that form you are different from the nuances that form me. Then as Nigerians, we are very hugely exciting people, and we need to reflect those stories on television. Because a lot of the time we try to shrink our stories, and then a lot of people do not know our different histories, do not know the things that excite us. Currently, there's the Igwe Festival in Benin City, and then a lot of young people from Benin City do not get to experience the beauty of that culture. But now, as an older person, I'm very excited about what that culture stands for, the importance of the festival. And those are the things that makes us as Nigerians. Knowing our history impacts the types of stories that we tell.
Is it about the story in itself, or how the story is being told?
No, I think first is the story, and then it moves to how it's being told. Because when you have, I think we are burned out because of the Lagos story, White Walls story, and then you say, okay, love, something, or Grass to Grace story. Then there are a number of stories. There's a story of a mother who decided to move abroad for greener pastures, so that her children would have a better life, something like that. There are many stories about the Nigerian.
You know, you mentioned something about the Igwe Festival in Benin, and I thought about it. Do we have any big story talking about, for instance, the New Yam in the southeast, or the Fishing Festival up north? Those things that we grew up knowing that these things define us as a people.
Yeah, and they're usually, so for example, for people who travel there, there's like a whole life around the experience that month. There's the hoteling, the love they find, the heartbreaks they find, experiencing the festival, the fears of the festival, the nuances of the festival, the myths around the festival.
Exactly.
Those type of things are things that we should tell.
We should. I know much more American festivals than I know of Nigerian festivals. I mean, who told me about Halloween and Thanksgiving? We even have stories about Halloween and all of that, but how many people know about the Agungu Fishing Festival? Wonderful. So, so that means that you are there to actually make a mark, to make an impact. And all. Let's talk about your projects. What do you have coming up on the horizon? What can your fans look out for?
I do not have fans.
Your family, however.
I know. I get what you mean. Just teasing. So for us, we are making a couple of films next year. Top of mind is Of Apples and Trees, which speaks about the relationships between fathers and sons. And I think that it's such an underexplored theme, because
it is.
People need to have that conversation about the relationships and expectations between.
We see father and daughter. We see mother and son.
But then father and son. We're exploring that. And then we're also trying, Nollywood has put us in the place that we also, a number of filmmakers, there's always you always raise your nose when it comes to YouTube to be like, oh, that's not for me, that's not for me.
There's money there.
But now I'm trying to get into that space now.
The money just not here. Let's just keep it on the low.
So we have a couple of films and series going on our YouTube channel. We're trying to build that. We're almost on 1,000 subscribers.
All right.
That's basically what we are doing. But
well done. So this is all of us and myself wishing you the best. Keep on doing what you're doing, and I wish you major impact. Well done. Well done, Desmond. All right, that's Desmond. Watch out for him. Has quite a lot of stuff coming up next year. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. We will be back after the short recess.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcaster.
Waiting the apple, waiting the shop. Yes, you need to award you waiting the 102.3 Max FM.
Lagos, Nigeria, you're welcome to the Max Ride.
Whether you're there for inside motor, you're there for inside traffic, we're there for you with a Max.
Late nights on Max FM is where we help you connect the dots and put you in that place where you are ready to do it right.
We are dishing out the top hits of the week, counting down the biggest songs on your radio.
Let's go.
Right now.
On Max Sports, we bring to you sporting events happening all around the world.
It's not just sports, it's entertainment.
You know what it is. It's the Max House Party. King Dion, DJ Charlie Shee. Let's go!
We are your go-to for hit music, entertainment, and top-notch radio all day, every day. 102.3 Max FM. Hit music for Lagos.
Hey, my people, I greet you plenty. My name is Nachika Okeke. My name is Uwi Balogun. My name is Damilola Banire. My name is Moyo Faraway Ahmed. If you also call me Moyo, listen. And this na Abigail. And I dare on top of your view pigeon. I'm going to bring you bass. Boss. I don't get person will be single mother before. He carry another man show say now my husband be this. Now what you want? After that day, the man you not go see him again. If you snooze, you lose. If you miss this show, you miss out. On top this our show, I not agree for anybody. When you dey friend the husband, you not see sign say the guys, you don't vex, don't give signs. If they look for person we go give them to you, fact as it be. Men no they ever get force. If baby not there for her, now the woman.
Talk no they be person you make person no fit talk through inside. But for this country, we not say if we open court in the morning, waiting no good, no good.
Me and my sisters, hey, we go stand back for inside studio to give una all the latest information.
But we no even take responsibility for the children. Please the man.
And that's some poria.
And we're back. Thanks for staying with us. You know, every Thursday right here on the show, we bring to you Book Chat, and that's for our book lovers. And right here with me, we have on the couch, Silva Nze Ifedigbo. He is here to talk about his thought-provoking book, Believers and Hustlers. So before we lean into, okay, you know what? Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. It's good to be here.
It's not very often that we find authors who lean into controversies on sensitive topics.
Yep.
Topics like religion,
yes,
culture, tradition,
yeah,
and even gender. Sometimes it depends on the angle that you're leaning into.
Yeah.
But this book, guys. If you like thriller as a movie, like a genre, you should read this book. But what is it about this book that inspired you to write it?
Oh, well, thank you very much, and it's good to be here.
Good to have you.
Religion is a very important part of our lives, especially in this part of the world. Every other day on social media, you'll find some controversy, trending topics around one man of God or the other, or some followers and all of that, or some church or some religious sect and all of that. And so this was capturing that moment in our time when this is, part of our story, right? And it's not just here, even in other parts of the world, religious controversies associated with men and women of God, in quotes, are quite common. Right, and the job of an artist and a writer in this case is really to document human experiences, and that's what I'm doing through fiction.
Talking about human experiences, did you or anyone around you experience what you wrote in this book?
Well, I am pretty sure that anyone who reads this book will either can relate with it very well, either because they are part of it, or they will see themselves in it, or they know somebody who those characters look like, or someone who's experienced certain aspects of it. And to be candid, some of the experiences of some of the characters in the book are real, real life experiences.
So yeah, you talked about, I think for me, I'd say Nkechi,
yes,
the pastor's wife, is quite an interesting character in this book, because it's not often you see women call out their husbands.
Yep.
In this sort of situation, we find women protecting their husbands in generally,
yep. Yes,
right?
yeah,
But
that's what
this
you
one,
find,
she
yeah.
called out his indiscretion. Let's narrow into Pastor Nicholas Adejuwon.
All right. I mean, you're interesting angle speaking about Nkechi, and part of what one of the characters in the book was doing was writing blogs, and one of them was really around pastors' wives. Really, it's just that was me trying to go into the minds of these women. How do they feel, right? Are they really happy just doing this? Someone gets called, you have to go with them on this journey.
Because it's not their dream.
Because it's not their dream. Some of them are professionals and can be the best in any other sphere of life.
Any other area.
They often find stuck with this and going with this dream.
Shadows,
yes, and being judged by certain moral standards that they have to keep up to,
right.
and then also having to defend them when things like this happen.
Yeah.
So that was the person of Nkechi in the book, and in this case, being a strong female character, she like you said, without giving out spoiler, called him out, and ultimately did some kind of coup, if you like, a coup d'etat, but essentially still continuing in the whole business.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Now, when you were writing this book, were you skeptical about the response to it?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yes. I was. You as a writer, you have very interesting conversations with your editor, and if you're blessed with a good one, and your publisher, and those are some of the conversations we needed to have. There were aspects of this book that needed to be toned down or taken out, because we were worried about the sensitivity
of it.
There were description of certain characters that looked too similar to real people, and so there were concerns of, won't these people go up in arms that you are trying to malign our leader and all that. So we had those conversations. We had to review certain aspects and all, but essentially at the end of it, and some of those have come through in readings, in book club discussions, and in reviews that have been written.
Okay.
But ultimately, this is not for me an attack on religion, but essentially, putting a mirror, before all of us, so that we can see ourselves and decide what role am I playing? Where do I sit in this whole story? Should we be reviewing certain things about how we are approaching religion, and how we have essentially given up our own agency to certain people to control our lives, under the pretext of selling hope to us, essentially.
This is a brilliant book, I would say, and it's quite an interesting read, because it touches on salient issues around religion, around, the church, even as a business, in itself. It also also brings into prominence the role of the pastor's wife, like you had, I mean, it's quite an interesting read, and it says, because poverty and heaven do not rhyme. Please explain that phrase, because I don't understand. I mean, please explain further on that.
Well, poverty and heaven doesn't rhyme.
Why? Who says? Because they say the streets are made of gold.
Well, the point is really that most of our men of God are selling prosperity. They're selling a good life, and you have to pay for that good life essentially through the things you sow, and the tithes and the first fruits and all of that, and the more of this you do, the more blessed you are. And if ultimately the end game is to make heaven, so we are saying that poverty doesn't go with heaven, so you need to be rich, you need to give a whole lot to make heaven.
This is an interesting read, I would say. Thank you so much for sharing this gift with the world. I would recommend this book, Believers and Hustlers. I think it should even be, put into a movie.
Yeah,
It's
we'll see about that. Yeah.
Well, well done, Silver.
Thank you so much.
And wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
With this, thank you.
Cheers. Yeah.
And on that note, let's move on to our second musical performance on the show today from Wixie Nice. Interesting name. He's a rising star in Afrobeat music. Wixie Nice, how you doing? I'm very well. Talk to us, Wixie Nice.
Oh, this is Nice from Southside Delta State. We here representing the culture, you know. Big love, big up. Wixie Nice here.
All right. How did you come about the name Wixie Nice?
It's a blessing from God, you know.
He just spoke to you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. Let's talk about your performance today. What's the title of your song?
Get 'em clear. Last, we all go get 'em clear.
Get 'em clear.
Yeah.
But this your bullet is not making you. Is it making you see clearly?
Yeah. Now why not?
You know what? I'd like to hear your performance. Take it away.
All right.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
told them to leave. And we are back. Thanks for staying with us, people. You already know it. We have with us Idia Aisien right here. She's an award-winning actress and influencer. She's an event host. She is a pop culture style influencer. And so much to dig into right here with Idia. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. And I know you were supposed to be here yesterday, but for some funny reason, you're making
apologies.
Thanks for being here finally. So talk to us, Idia. What's been going on with you?
Honestly, a lot.
It seems as if, okay, so before we go into the intricacies of why you have been away for a while, because it seemed like you went on a hiatus. But before then, you seemed to have also have gone on a hiatus even before the incident that we're going to talk about later on. So what happened? Why did you decide to take a break from, the mainstream?
So actually, I only took a break from presenting.
Okay.
I felt like I had done most of the things that I really, really wanted to do. I had like the most exciting show that I loved, which was centered around fashion. And I was doing that show. I was very happy. And then I went into broadcast. I became an anchor on a business news show. And I was really, really happy about that as well. I was like I feel like that was one of my best jobs ever.
Oh, really?
Yes. But then I lost someone really close to me. I lost my dad.
Oh, so
and nobody prepares you for a loss. So at that point, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wanted to be somebody else. I gave up on so many things, and then acting presented itself, and I was like, okay, this is something where you get to be somebody else. And I took that chance. I became Neka Agu. She was dealing with the loss of her parents as well. So it was the character helped me mourn my dad. And then, this year, the most unexpected thing happened. And I really thought my life was going to change forever. And I was really, really, really scared.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
So please, let's talk about it.
So every year for like the last 15 years, I always have like a birthday trip. And it would be my family or my friends or, whatever. And I love to go away and just see new places. And that was the plan this year, right? So July 4th, excited, my birthday, everything was going well.
Oh, July 4th, okay.
Yes. By the 6th, I went quad biking with my friend, my brother. And somehow there was a quad that stopped in front of us, and the person couldn't hear us when we were asking them to move. So we tried to swerve, and it didn't, before I knew it, I was in the air. I landed, and then the bike that somersaulted landed on me. It was, there was a hole in my leg. My leg was broken. I couldn't stand. I couldn't,
So how did you go through that experience? And when I saw the post on social media, first off, I was grateful for you. Because, it could have happened any other way.
Anything could have happened.
And I feel like I would like to say that in times like that, your biggest support are your family and your friends. And you had that, which I'm sure, took you through, that process. But really talk to us about, how did you feel, other than the pain? How did you think this was going to affect your career?
First of all, career, I thought that was done. I thought it was over for me, because I remember, because I was there, I knew that was the best case scenario. But I also didn't know what was going to come out of it. So if we had actually swerved left, we would have gone down the mountain. I would have died. Period. And then, anyway, long story short, losing a lot of blood, was in the hospital. My family came. They're flying me from surgery to London to this to that before I finally came to Nigeria. In Nigeria, I'm hiding. I'm hiding to go to the hospital. I'm hiding to to do everything. I'm hiding because I didn't want people to
know that you were going through that,
and to see me like that, because the last thought of them would be me on a bed or in a wheelchair. I think I shared the post 2 months after it happened, because all of a sudden God started to show his hand my legs seemed to be getting better. The doctor had said it would take about 3 to 4 years for a full recovery. And my mentors were like, they didn't know how to ask me, what about your career? Because everybody knows that I'm really passionate about what I do. And somehow, when I shared the post, the amount of love I received and also just the way my family stood by me, I feel like that was really what helped me heal.
Yeah.
Because from that hole I saw to what it is
now. You know what? Let's take a breather. I know. And I'm so glad that, you know, it's better now.
Yeah.
It's better now. Let's talk about Style 101 because it has a rebirth. It's experiencing a rebirth, and you've already shot season 1 of Style 101.
Yeah.
So what should people expect?
Okay, so
from your latest project?
So first of all, when I got that call, I was beyond excited.
Yeah.
I was really happy.
And this happened after your surgery?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Everything just started to
fall into
started
place.
showing his hand.
Oh,
so my movie came out on Netflix, another movie came out on Prime, and it was just now seeming like it has given us back to back. I was in bed, I couldn't walk, and all these things were happening. So it kind of felt like divine intervention in a way because it was encouraging.
Yeah.
And then I started doing physio, and I was trying my best to walk again.
Yeah.
And then I got the call, and I was like, "Hey guys, if you don't mind, I'm on crutches and stuff, but I'll come, you know."
Yeah.
But the most exciting thing is that now it's new guests, it's better shows, and what I've proposed is that we could possibly do like an international version.
Oh,
so
fantastic.
expect to see Star 101
internationally.
Yes, so we're thinking South Africa, Kenya, London. We just want to go big.
All right.
Excited.
Before we wrap this up quickly, I think one of the most intriguing aspects of your career has been movies.
Yes.
Especially where, you know, we hadn't seen you feature in any movie, and then next thing we saw you in Pretty Serpent, and everyone was like, what's going on? What was it like playing that role? Because I can imagine the amount of pressure that you had to experience, also because you lost your dad.
Yeah.
You know, before before you know that happened. So I mean, how were you able to deal with all of that?
So first, context. My boyfriend broke up with me.
Ah.
I lost my job.
Wow.
On the channel I was doing the fashion Style 101 because I had started doing the news one and I wanted to do both. And I said
you couldn't do.
So I lost my boyfriend, I lost my job, and then I lost my dad.
Wow.
Everything for me was over. And then I got this call because I had posted a photo and they were like, "Oh, we like your eyes. We want to see you do an audition, blah, blah, blah." Long story short, I'm like, "Guys, I can't act." Like, "What are you talking about?" And they're like, "We'll train you, blah, blah, blah." So I went in for an audition because they just wanted to see something, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I went in for the audition, another audition, and the list I was seeing on the board was getting shorter. And I'm like, "Idia, this is really happening." Like, you used to sit down watching Nollywood with your dad, and this is actually, it's going to happen. Yeah, and then there was a lot of training. So, like I've posted many times and said many times, there was acting classes, dance classes, fight classes, swimming lessons, and Igbo classes. Absolutely, every day.
Wow.
And my training went on for about 3 months, and then we shot for 3 months, and then we also shot between Lagos and South Africa.
So the movie producer invested in
whoever
in those classes for you.
Yes. So, first of all, when they asked if I could swim, I said I could. And then they found out I couldn't swim. So immediately
you had to resume swimming classes as well.
Immediately.
Because there's a particular scene where you were in the pool.
I had to do all that. Then obviously Igbo classes because we didn't want to be bashed.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Okay. But then again, one would think that did you experience any sort of so I'll use indigenous movies as an example, right? There's some very when they go deep into extraterrestrial powers and all of that. I wonder, does it affect? No. But you know that in the past we've heard of how movies affect some of the actors because of the roles that they play.
Yeah.
And we're talking about serpentine spirit.
No, but to be honest, there was something that I did that I don't know if it's even okay to say this on TV, but the way I went into it was scary, because later when I actually started doing acting classes more, you actually find that I had started with the advanced learning stage of like, I was meditating on like anacondas and pythons and pictures and things like that. Every morning I would jolt up like this.
Are you kidding?
Yes, at the exact same time every morning I would jolt out of bed.
Did you go for deliverance after that? Just kidding.
Even after we shot the film for like a month and a half, I had to break out of that character because she was very quiet. So I couldn't talk for a long time after the film. And yeah, there were superstitious things that people would say happened like back then when they shot the other versions of the movie. But I'm a very strong girl. I'm very grounded. That's all.
Please, it's very needed. But thank you so much, Idia, for coming and sharing your story with us. And all the best with Style 101. I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to be on it. Right.
You so bad.
All right. We'll have to head over to the kitchen. Our chef has made something really delicious. Never had that before. I can't even wait to taste it. But let's head over to the kitchen, shall we?
All right. Let's do it.
Let's do this.
For us this beautiful breakfast. So this is ayamashi pasta. I know, right?
Ayamashi is my favorite sauce.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Wow.
So I hope I did well.
I love you already.
Okay, so dig in. Let's have your feedback.
All right, let's do
Let's see.
See if this works with pasta.
Oh, that looks good.
Yes, it does.
I hope this is good.
Okay, she's blown away. Then it does taste good. I need your number.
It's collected.
Private chefing.
Private chef already. Yeah.
Yeah. And thank you so much, Idia. Chef Daniel, thank you so much.
You're so beautiful.
Thank you. You guys too. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And to all our guests for being on the show today, we appreciate you, most especially you at home watching. The show continues tomorrow, people. We'll be back.
Enjoy your day. It's almost Christmas.
Yeah.
Compliments of the season. Bye for now.